All right, we are here in this monument in New Jersey.
High Point State Park.
This is High Point State Park, and it's our usual style. We just discovered it. We discovered it, and we came here to see, and we was absolutely super pleasantly surprised. It's just another park we found, right?
Yeah.
Another park we did not expect to be this magnificent, this beautiful, and this amazing. All right, all the good words I said. Now let's talk about the details. This is located in New Jersey, about 50 miles, 60 miles from New York City.
I think it's both New York and New Jersey.
This is in New Jersey. It's not in New York.
Park.
The park?
Yeah.
Oh, is it on the border of New York State and New Jersey State? So we don't really know, so we don't want to give you. You can Google it yourself, but we're gonna do the visual. We're just gonna show you through the camera. What is this thing? Now we came in the park and we discovered that it's a very good park. There's a lot of people here. Today is Sunday, the usual Sunday we go around. And in this park, it is very convenient. Here there is a parking for about maybe 100-200 cars right next to the so-called monument. Now the monument here, it's a tower of 220 feet tall.
When was it built? 1928.
Yes, I was. Every time I go to these places, I'm always like, wow. In a way, when America was built, and now all the people that come here in America, the immigrants, including the American people, they just are reaping the benefits of a great build. And all these built, all these parks, all these, nothing is built now. That's all I'm trying to say. Nothing is built now. Very unfortunately, America is now kind of falling down. Well, it is true, because why I'm saying this is because nothing is being built now. We are just living on all the builds that other people before us built for us. The American people, the immigrants, and everybody. We are just taking advantage now of something that has been already built. 1928 this was built. Can you imagine? Now, I haven't seen anything built like this but skyscrapers in the cities. That's all it is. And in those skyscrapers in the city are always built by big corporations, private companies and stuff. Nothing for the people. If you want to go in that kind of buildings, you have to usually pay a couple of $1,000s to use the restroom or something like this. That's all I'm saying. And 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, all the ways in the 50s, 60s and the 70s, America was built. And all these things that we see here, you know, like this monument is built nearly 100 years ago. Can you believe? I just, like, the way I see it, I cannot believe that this thing was built 100 years ago, 100 years ago, 90 years ago. Look at this, all these stones, all these roads, all the infrastructure, all the electricity, all the towers, everything on the top of a mountain for the people, so the people can come and enjoy these things for free. And this takes a lot of maintenance, as you can see, huh? It's like all this maintenance, like for people to come here for free and to enjoy this, the free roads, the free.
I don't think it's free. It's just the booth was closed today. I think it's free after Memorial Day.
Well, we don't know.
Not after
I'm just
Memorial,
saying,
after Labor Day.
even if you pay like $5-10, I consider this like free, like $10.
This is taxpayers' money that goes to maintenance of parks and stuff.
Well,
Pay tax, like 30% or something. It has to go somewhere, not just for wars, right?
I don't think all the taxes goes to the parks.
That's what I say. That the most part of
We
the
are
money
kind
goes
of
to military.
we are kind of dumb. We don't really know where the taxes are going, you know.
They're not gonna tell you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
This place has a small cafeteria.
yep.
You can even get some food here.
Surprisingly, in all these places here, like this kind of places, there's always a small company, a family company, or somebody rented this from the park. And
Donuts.
yeah, you want a coffee? No,
Huh?
no. We're gonna get something?
You want coffee?
No, I don't want anything. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go.
Go up and then we can grab some donuts and just
All right. Yes.
I prepared some very light breakfast.
Oh, okay, that's
Some
good.
small stuff for picnic, but we'll need something sweet.
So now we are in this the tower. It was set down there that we can just climb on the top of the tower and to have the view.
I don't know.
No, that's what it
It
says.
doesn't look like.
There is a window up there. You see there's one window, and it was saying where we can see the mountains in the north, the Catskills Mountains in the north, and other mountains around.
Beautiful.
This is very high elevation, 1820 feet above sea level. Now that's probably the highest point around this area, all around New Jersey. And yeah, I wish to be. Is this like 220 feet? Is there an elevator? Is the question, or is there people stairs? How are we gonna get up? There's only 4 windows, or maybe they will not let us go inside. But what do you mean look around? I'm looking around, but I just want to climb this. I want to go on the top of this thing to see from the top. Yep. This is the vista. Yeah, that's the mountains there. And there's like all these mountains from here. They look like they look like flatlands. Yes. Once you get to high elevation, you see that everything is flatlands. Mostly, yeah. Oh, look down there, the river, the villages. And yes, these are the mountains. Mountains. I don't see mountains. I only see flatlands. Now, once you get to this elevation, it gives you a sense of it humbles you down. You see how insignificant we are, like little grains of sand in the vast universe of. And this is only a mountain. This is only New Jersey state. Imagine you go into space with the. I see. We don't have cash. That's interesting. I have no cash with me, but that's interesting here.
I have $10.
It's only $1. That's unbelievable. Only $1. Oh yes, my dream came true.
You wanna walk?
Yes, I'm gonna walk. I was thinking about elevator. Now let me mess with these people. Where is the elevator, people?
Wish there was one.
Huh? Did you talk to the boss of the tower to put the elevator?
I mean, he said no.
He said no.
We'll see. Maybe someday.
All right. Do you guys can you tell us about the history of this place? We are kind of lazy to read.
Well, I know it's coming up on 100 years old in about 7 years. It's built just for the New Jersey veterans.
Yes.
That's about all I know.
That's all we know. Yes.
Some really, really rich family bought all this property, built a house. It's currently torn down, it fell apart. but
This guy.
And then
I see. This was the original house, I guess, right?
yep,
Wow.
they made a house and then he converted it into an inn for everybody else to come enjoy, and then gave it to the state.
Wow.
And now it's here for everybody to enjoy.
Yes, thanks to this guy. All right, here it is a little visual for us to see. Now,
Look at how nice the house is.
well, now let's talk about this guy first. He looks like yes, I'm here.
Oh, he purchased this land as a summer retreat.
Yes, that was a wealthy man. We don't know how he became wealthy.
He was a colonel.
Huh?
He was a colonel, a military person.
Military person. Yeah, he was probably in charge of the army, and that's why he built this house for himself, and then he gave it to the veterans, and all this thing is about the veterans. So, yeah. Now let's read what happened a little bit here. Originally purchased as a summer retreat, the land which became High Point State Park was donated to the people of New Jersey by Colonel Anthony R. Kuzer, a prominent business leader and philanthropist, and his wife, Susie Drayden Kuzer, daughter of Senator John Drayden, founder of the Prudential Life Insurance. Okay, so we see there was a lot of politics and money, and then it was built the Inn and High Point, a high altitude mountain resort. All right. Port Jarvis, New York. Yeah, we know the Port Jarvis. High Point Inn, built in 1890, was a popular summer resort. The portion shown in the foreground photo below became the Kuzer Mansion. The far end was later reset. All right, and here it is, the house on the top of the hill. A pioneer Jersey conservationist, Colonel Kuzer collected and bred many different species of birds. Wow, this man had like birds with a special interest in pheasants. He also personally financed biological research. He was founder of the New Jersey Audubon Society, organizer of the New Jersey State Fair, and fair and director of the New York Zoological Society at Central Park. Wow. By the way, I know a lot about Central Park, and that was the same years, 1870s, 1880s. Central Park was built, constructed. Now let's go briefly here quickly. In April 1923, the Kuzer deeded their mountain top estate to the Commissioner of High Point State. Okay, that is 1923. He donated the land, park, and it was formally decided as New Jersey First State Park on May 23, 1923. A few years later, Kuzer decided to finance the construction of the Soldiers and Sailors Monument at the summit, but sadly he died before the cornerstone was laid. Wow, that is sad. The man died before The same story with Brooklyn Bridge. The guy who originally... Anyway, let's not go to the Brooklyn Bridge now. Northwestern view of the Manor House showing picnic party at play at the foreground. In 1912, Cuser's 15-year-old son John Dreyer Cuser published a book entitled The Birds of Somerset County. The love that Cuser and Dryden's had for birds was to find its ultimate expression with the creation of High Point Park. Yeah, so the park, okay, here is the tower, this is, I believe this is important, the history. Okay, so now we go to the top. That would be funny. Wow, great man was this Cuser guy. And now we're gonna go to the top of the 220 feet. That would be thousands of stairs, I believe. Or let's say this is like one flight. We're gonna say one flight is about 1 feet stairs going in this. Oh, we got to the first level. Here it is the electrical system, and look at that. Wow. Have you been to something? I've never been to something like this in my life.
Back in Sweden.
Yeah?
Yeah. Similar.
This is 220 feet tower with many steps. And we're gonna now explore this monstrosity. Yeah. All right.
You wanna go over?
Yeah. What do you mean? Of course we're gonna go all the way. That's why we came. How we not gonna do it?
Look at that.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Don't.
It says that the air gets very warm and uncomfortable.
You can find 10 more excuses not to go. We're going anyway. Come on. You are the best. Famous Jožik, it's not willing to go. Famous Jožik, say something about not willing to go up.
Yeah, it's just
It's too much. It's not too much at all. It's only... Okay, I'm gonna tell you how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 10 floors. Like 40 floors. Something like this. If this is 1 floor, we have 10 times by 4. There's about 40 of these. All right, this is like 40 times from here to here. That is not too much. Well, and this is how people go through. It's only one person can go. Now, how about the elevator that we can build in the middle? There's enough space here. This is about 10 feet by 10 feet internal space. And this like so-called, I'm gonna call this the air column. You see, this is the air column. Jožik, do you think we can build elevator here in this space? How about elevator to space? Do you know that there is an idea to build elevator to the space, thousands of feet with the so-called carbon fibers, like nano carbon fibers. They want to build elevator to space now. The big dreamers. How about Burj Khalifa? Yeah. Have you heard that there's a new tower now, like taller than Burj Khalifa a couple of times? Kilometers. And now we only have 200 feet, 220 feet in this little tower. Now Burj Khalifa is how many times taller than this? 100 times, 200 times, 5,000 times. We don't know, millions of times. Okay, that's observation window. They did not clean it. This is what it is here, and that's what I'm saying in this video, that we now just take advantage of some people that donated their land, property, life for us to be able to climb here on this staircase to heaven or something like this. Windows needs cleaning, yes. Water is you see, there is a deposit of minerals. This is what is this? Like deposit of minerals here. There are these little windows here, but totally somebody can decide to build elevator. We have to let other people go. There's water here, and this is like in a, you see here what's going on, because the water in this area in Jersey has a lot of minerals, mostly minerals. I don't know what are they. All right, we are almost half. Wow. Famous Yoshik. Remember that they didn't want to come and we are almost half? Not half. We only have 1, 2, 3 floors. Yeah, so it's only take like 5-10 minutes to get to. All right, here is, you cannot see because the cleaning lady did not clean the windows. Go.
People going down.
Yes. All right. The stairs are very well built. They are from very solid metal. Now, I believe they was built or rebuilt couple of times. The tower itself is made out of stone. Monument, like a little skyscraper on the top of the mountain. Yes, 220 feet skyscraper. Here, the guy who built it, not the guy who built it, the guy who donated the land and started the process, Kuzar guy, he died before the cornerstone was placed. The cornerstone is the one on the top. This tower, okay, we have arrived at the top here. The tower is obelisk type of construction, has a cornerstone on the top, and that's the top. There's only 10-20 people can go. Thanks God, The windows are clean here. And here is the view. And the view from the top. There are these machines here to bring air to the top of the tower. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 windows. 4 windows with magnificent view, right? And here is one of the views. Everything looks so flat, no mountains. We was promised to see mountains. We was promised to see mountains. And the mountains are there. Yeah, you see. Oh, there is. Do you see over there in do you see the tower on the top of that mountain over there? That little miniature mountain over there. There is a lake here, and here this side we cannot really see because of the steps. Now here, if we look up, there is something, I guess, like a mechanism for a flag to be erected, and that's over there, the top of the top has a hole for which the flag is erected. Yes, through this hole the flag is erected there, and now we go down. So yes, famous Jožek, can you say something for the end of this video? We have accomplished this video. I mean, like, we have accomplished. And here is looking down from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floors. I was not very exact before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floors. 7 floors by 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say, we would say, if these was floors, that would be 28 to 30 separate floors. Since there are no floors here, and there is a vast empty space in which we can build elevator, or somebody, not us, somebody can build elevator here. That elevator would be able to take 10 people, 20 people, but the elevator will go to that very little space, right? So, and maybe we should keep it like this for 100 or 1,000 more years, like this, not building elevators, just people can exercise a little bit, right?
It's just, it's definitely not for people who suffer from any form of claustrophobia, because the passages are so narrow.
Claustrophobia, yeah? Yeah, there's one person only can go through this. One person can go through the steps. But let's make it nice, like this, you see? Here is this minerals that I was saying, because there is, I guess, the elements. It's like a cave. We are like a cave, like stalactites and views here. Yes. and I see a lot of people that are not from New Jersey or from even from United States. These are like a lot of people from India, China, Asia, like real tourists. They came here. Real tourists are more interested in these accomplishments of America than the American people themselves. Very strange, right? To hear mostly no English language. Mostly no English language here. Indian, Chinese, Asian, like all kinds of languages, but not English language. And now we are going down very, very easily. We go down. Oh, now let's get to this little detail. This one is a wire, and this thing it's here through the whole building, and that is if there is a lightning, none of us to be fried. There's another one here. All the floors are generally grounded through this grounding wire. And this grounding wire, when a lightning hit this tower, we will not be fried. About 10,000 or 20,000 volts or 50 or 100,000 volts, depending on the magnitude of this lightning. Lightning, it's happening here in New Jersey every day. Famous Yoshi, tell them about the lightnings.
Oh, in the mountains?
In the mountains, yes.
Yeah, it's infernal, people.
And
it's not like in New York City, it's totally different.
this is big lightnings, big clouds here. And guess what is the most attractive target for these lightnings? Of course,
Highest points.
the highest point is this tower. That's why this tower is grounded, you see? So all the electricity will go through this thing in the ground, through this. Now, if you manage to hold this, I don't know, are you gonna die? This is physics. Question in physics. If a lightning hit this tower at any point, and if you are just happen to be here, and if you are holding this wire like this, if you are holding this wire like this, are you gonna be fried like a chicken or executed on the spot? If the 20,000 volts pass through your arm, This is a question of physics. We don't know. I don't know. That's Neil deGrasse to say it. Maybe I'm gonna have to ask Neil deGrasse, what's gonna happen if a lightning hit and I'm holding this cable? Am I going heaven or hell? Where I go? All right, we are back. Or I go in limbo. All activities monitored by video camera. Oh, all right. So here is the wire. Oh, this one here, it's in the wall. But that's the same wire that goes through the building. One wire, I guess, should be more in all the corners. Yes, there's another wire here. Yeah, that's the same wire in all the corners. So this facility, it's grounded by probably 4 of these thick steel wires. Is there one here? I don't see one here, maybe. Anyway, so yeah. And a lot of water because the tower is out, built from granite, I guess. And there's a lot of water, as I said, like stalactites, stalagmites, and like it looks like we're in a cave. And here is the ground with the history. Famous Yožik is trying to do something there, maybe donate a few dollars. I don't know. She's very generous all the time. Or buying something, I don't know. All right. That was adventure today. And the Civilian Conservation Corps, you see, 1933, 1942. President Roosevelt New Deal program was the establishment for the Civilian Conservation Corps. The president combined his desire to protect and increase our nation's woodlands and conserve natural resources with a job training and work project for young unmarried men between the age of 17 and 24. And here they are, this man. These are the people that actually built this stuff. Wow, young man. Yeah, that is telling me that people back then was giving away their time and life and building these monuments that we now take for granted. Look at this thing. Look at this. As I said, granite. Real big plate. Tower. Huge tower. Like a building. Built out of it's like an obelisk, like the Egyptian pyramids, kind of, you know, big stones on the top of a mountain. That makes it even more harder to build on the top of a mountain. Famous George, say something for the end of this video.
I don't know. Some pictures, they don't really need words. Check it out for yourselves.
Yeah, I think everybody should come here if they can.
Be happy.
They should experience the history and the future and this monument.
This backpack is too heavy, can you carry it?
Yes, here is a backpack for me. Thank you.